you know, another goddamn sequel show. Oh, what you know, another goddamn sequel show. La 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 la
We had this whole thing going and you didn't hit record, and then you hit record and nobody's ready. Sup, everybody? Are we going? Are we
Yeah,
actually
we gotta be
going?
careful because we only have 2 hours left.
We're back
Oh,
for
man.
more.
Hey, watch out! We only got 2 hours to spare,
Okay.
so
I'll
we
try
gotta
not
keep
to.
this. Gotta keep this focused. You know, keep it all together.
All right.
So, what's up? We got 2 hours to spare. Let's fucking.
This is Mike.
I am David.
And Kyle.
I wish I was dead.
I will be soon.
Mike is actually going to die soon. Now he has gallbladder cancer.
It's like every kind of cancer. It's one
He
right
just
after the other,
keeps-
man.
All of his organs are just like slowly dissolving
Yeah.
inside of his body.
You're having total organ
Yeah.
failure.
God, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you?
It's like, you know how a spider dissolves its prey and then sucks out the juices?
You're just doing that to yourself.
That's happening to me.
You're just doing that to yourself. You fucking jackwagon. So how's everybody's day been?
Yeah.
I kind of feel like shit. I have to poop. I got all types of things going on.
Go take a
outside
dump
myself.
before we start.
I'm not gonna go take a dump before we start. Also, we're starting.
Oh, hey,
Yeah,
we
talking
started.
It's too late for that.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Yeah,
we
man.
introduced ourselves.
We're going. We're rolling, dude. We're podcasting.
So I just have one addendum I want to make to the last episode.
What does that mean?
An addition. I don't know. Is
Okay,
addendum the
well-
right word to use?
I have no idea what addendum is.
All right. Well, I want to make a thing for the last episode. We didn't even mention, like, we talked about Han a lot from Fast and Furious 3.
Yeah.
We didn't even mention that fucking Statham is the one that killed him. In the Fast and Furious 7, they reveal that Statham just fucking straight up murders Han.
Oh yeah.
And then in this movie, it's like they're all cool with him. Everyone's cool
That
with.
is kind of fucked up. I
with
didn't
him.
even think about that.
Yeah, there's like this whole, like, you know, Justice for Han hashtag thing going around, and I didn't even like realize it after watching it that Statham just kind of he wasn't just the bad guy of the last one. He fucking killed Han, one of your favorite characters.
My favorite character.
I honestly don't know what you're talking about. I don't remember that at all. But then again, I had no attachment to Han at the time because I hadn't seen Tokyo Drift. So Statham was in Tokyo?
No, he was in Fast and Furious. He was the villain in
No,
Fast 7.
I understand. But how did he kill Han since Han like died in Tokyo?
No, that was chronologically happened later. Tokyo Drift like happened after like Furious 6.
Yeah, no, I get that.
So then in 7,
It's
Yeah,
revealed that Statham is the one that had killed Han.
but we watched Han die.
Yeah, the car that crashes into him had Statham behind the wheel.
That's what I was asking. I said so he was in Tokyo. Like I didn't mean in Tokyo Drift the
no,
movie.
no.
I'm saying
Well,
so
maybe-
Statham was in Tokyo. What?
Yes.
I need to be more specific?
yeah,
Yeah,
you do.
you do.
How?
You do.
I said Tokyo.
No, but I didn't get it.
Yeah, no, I
I
didn't
wasn't
get
using
it either,
fucking
so
slang
I didn't
for
get
the-
it, and no one else that's listening to this got it.
Oh
so
my god.
you should go fuck
I'm
yourself.
sure everybody
bitch.
did.
Nope, they didn't.
Because they're not as stupid as you two fucks.
You're an actual
Wow.
idiot. You're
Wow.
an actual moron.
I literally
He's
said
trying
Tokyo,
to fight
referring
back
to
right
a
now, and
city.
He's just flailing.
How? I don't need to fight back. I literally said the correct, it was the correct way of saying. I'm not speaking correctly now, but I used that correctly. Tokyo.
I
He
mean,
was
but
in
like,
Tokyo.
can you agree that it would make sense for us to be
Yeah,
like,
no,
oh,
I do, but I thought I didn't know. I didn't realize that you guys wouldn't get what I was talking about.
yeah, well, we didn't.
So
We did now, though.
he's in the car that
I don't get
crashes.
it.
Yeah, he's the guy that kills Han.
That's some shit, dude.
yeah, so fuck
Yeah, and
Statham.
now he's like part of the crew, and he's a good guy.
And he's all accepted. Like,
yeah. Did you know there was supposed to be a post-credit sequence that they got got rid of?
because Vin Diesel didn't like that. The Rock and Statham were stealing his
Yeah,
shit,
it's because the post-credit sequence teased a Statham Rock team-up movie
which is going to happen. Apparently, I've read.
because it's just going to be so good.
Yeah,
so Vin Diesel's all butthurt.
yeah.
He's like,
he's
this is my franchise.
he's
You
like,
guys
fuck
owe me
that.
at all.
I mean, it is,
Yeah.
but to be fair, it like totally is his franchise.
Yeah,
But to be
no,
fair,
it
they
is,
are
yeah.
a great fucking duo.
I agree. I don't think the movie's gonna be that good, honestly.
Why? Like
Like, it's a good idea.
if they're not
but
done making these movies, why is there going to be like a? I don't understand why there's gonna
Expanded
be a-
universe, man. They're going to go after.
Like I get it. I do
what's
get
her
it.
name?
Have you
But
ever
I'm
heard
just
of
saying.
Money, dude?
Well, yeah. No. That's what I'm saying. Like that's what I understand. But it's just like, why now? Like maybe after they end this series, like that's fine. But like, why just break it off now when they're just? I don't know.
I don't know. They did it with
Like,
Rogue One. They're gonna do it with Fast and the Furious.
The same.
The
but
Furious universe and the Star Wars universe to me are very comparable.
Sure.
Yeah.
There's been like three good ones, 3 bad ones.
I mean, can we think of another example? Like
every Fast and Furious movie is good in my opinion, and also I think that franchise is significantly better than the Star Wars franchise as a whole. So
I'll give you that.
yeah,
I like it.
I guess I'm alone in this, but
so you like
can we
the
think of
prequels? You like the prequel? I said as a whole. I didn't say like
yeah.
the trilogy is.
He didn't say his most favorite movie is the Fast
sure.
and the
I get what you're
Furious
saying.
movie.
Like if you had to weight
It is,
each
but-
against the other, then yeah, I guess technically you're right.
Dude, the original Fast and the Furious movie is probably like in my top 20 movies of all time ever.
Hold on though. Can we think of another franchise that broke off during said franchise and then came back?
Well, now that you put me on the spot, I can't even think of another franchise. So
Well, I mean, isn't that Star Wars? I mean, they're doing Rogue One and then it's coming back
that's
for the
just
next
a
one.
whole new thing though. Like they're doing separate stories within the universe, not like.
Yeah, that's how I feel about the Rock.
But like I
Statham
look at
thing.
the Star Wars movie, like the episodes, as that like that's the Skywalker saga. So it's like
Yeah.
that's not. I don't know. I don't feel like it's the same.
I mean, I feel like it's
Comparably.
exactly the same.
Well, we're gonna need like
Almost.
it would have to be something like just gigantic franchise, like something like Bond or something like that, where there's just like such a huge fucking franchise that you could get away with offshoot movies, because there's very few franchises that go as long as fucking Fast and Furious have.
Sure. You know what? Speaking. Okay. Now that you mentioned that, I would love to see like a Bond spinoff featuring like how M came to be or something. Like that would
Yeah,
be really fucking
that would be neat.
fascinating.
What?
Have they done something like that?
No.
I would like. That's why I threw Bond out there, is because I assume like the Bond universe has other things going on. in it.
No, it doesn't.
It's
at
just all him.
Yeah, I mean it is honestly like there's no split.
What about
Oh.
that Tom Clancy universe? Is all his stuff same universe? I don't even know.
I don't know, but speaking of sequels,
What,
dude,
Dude.
dude?
did you guys hear M. Night Shyamalan announced his
Yes.
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 fucking
I'm not
Glass?
that excited. I'm not that excited.
That I'm pretty fucking dude. I'm pretty pumped.
I'm just excited because I know you, Kyle. And like your excitement for it bled into me, where I'm like, Kyle's gonna be so excited for this. Like that's
Dude,
how
That's
I was.
exactly the reason that I'm not excited for it,
Why?
actually. Because I hate you.
Oh, dude, come on. That ending of Split
It's because
was
Dave
like,
can only get.
so perfect. Fucking loved it.
I thought it was good. I thought that people like blew it way out of perspective. Just,
Really?
Just like, yeah, I don't
know. I think
it was
it's like one
it
of
was
the
like,
better
oh yeah,
horror
that's pretty
movies I've seen
cool.
lately.
Like, but everybody's like flipping shit. Like, oh, that ending though.
But it was
Hashtag
so
that ending
good.
though. It's like pretty good.
I feel like so
I feel like it could have been done better.
like a lot of the students at school like they don't understand because they hadn't seen
Because
Unbreakable.
they're like 5
Yeah.
years old.
So it's like it's cool because they still like really like the movie. Yeah, they don't understand that cutscene at the end, but
I need to
spoiler
see
alert,
Unbreakable.
it's basically an
Again.
Unbreakable sequel. But yeah, that's really interesting. And also, I don't know if it's like absolutely 100% official, but World War Z is getting a sequel
Directed by
directed by David Fincher.
David Dawson. That would be funny.
Whoa, that's gonna
yeah,
be crazy.
Like what? And do you remember the last time he touched a sequel? It was Alien 3. But like that
We'll
was
have to
also
do
his
that.
that was also like his first time in the ring. So
Yeah. And
it's
Alien
my
3,
favorite-
I
that's
honestly
my
think
favorite.
there's a lot
It
to
is
talk
not.
about there.
Yeah, that is my favorite.
You're a
Alien
liar.
movie. I don't like the Alien movies, so of course the worst one is my favorite.
that's not the worst one though.
No, it's not.
Oh, which one's the worst one then?
Resurrection.
I don't know. I don't
Although
remember. I
that
don't remember which one.
a lot of people will debate that. A lot of people really like Resurrection
Really?
because of how extreme and crazy it is.
It is pretty fucking bizarre. It's just one of those things where it's like,
Isn't which
why
one?
did you revisit
Is
Ripley?
3 like it's like super dark, isn't it?
Yeah, 3 is all in a
Comparatively.
prison, and it's
Yeah.
like
It's just, dude. I mean, 3 starts off terribly, which is like, oh,
Everyone's dead.
we just killed the people you cared
we
about
should
too
save
immediately.
this
Sounds
discussion
great
for
to me.
Alien 3 because I
Are we ever
do
gonna
want
watch
to do
it?
Alien 3.
I
At
mean,
some
I
point.
think it would actually be something like worth talking about
because
for sure.
I'm a fan of David Fincher. I'm a fan of the Alien series, and I actually like. There's a lot to talk about
It's
with
just like,
Alien 3.
Fucking, I hate the beginning and I hate the ending even more.
The
fuck it.
ending. How
It's-
many balls? How much?
It's
we can't talk
T2.
about that. We can't talk about
It's
that.
Terminator 2 all over again. It's the exact same fucking ending.
It's not even close.
Oh my
It's
God.
not even close.
Oh
dude.
my God.
It's not. It would be. Oh, it's not even close.
You're so fucking wrong.
You are so fucking
Dave,
wrong.
you want to weigh in on this? Is your favorite
know.
alien?
was Arnold the main character in the first Terminator movie? No, it was Sarah Connor. All right, it's like Arnold only had T2 to develop as a character, and yeah, you love him, and yeah, it's sad that he dies at the end, but it's nothing compared to Ripley.
I'm just saying it's the exact same death scene.
I'm saying it has whole different weight to it because Ripley
Sure.
is someone we've lived through 3
Yeah,
movies
I understand that. I'm just saying you took like the. Okay, whatever. Fuck him.
I think that Ripley sucks, and I don't like
You
Aliens.
are dumb.
I don't like those movies.
I hate you.
Listen, I've tried. Like it's not like I'm just like fuck those movies. I've tried multiple times to fucking sit through Alien and like it. I've tried to like it. I don't like it. I don't think it's that good. And fuck you.
All right,
bitch.
all right.
I think those movies go in descending order for me. Like Alien, Aliens, Alien 3, Alien Resurrection. And then I don't consider Prometheus a part of that, though. I don't.
No, it's like its own thing.
And I love Prometheus, and I feel like that gets so much shit.
I
Like, I
love
can't
Prometheus.
wait for fucking Covenant.
We have to save all this for like Covenant or
Should we
Alien
go,
3
should we go see
because-
Covenant and
I
fucking
will
talk
see
about
it, and we can talk about it. I feel like it's going to be terrible. Honestly.
know.
All right.
Have you seen the fucking trailer?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, hey, it's fucking Alien.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's what I thought the first time, but
I
the new
love
one
Star
comes out. There's
Wars
a lot
Episode
more
7.
going on. There is.
We'll see.
The second trailer sold me on it. I saw the first one. I was like, "That's just Alien again. Who cares?" But there's a lot more going on than I originally thought.
Maybe.
Anyway, we have to talk about a different movie with aliens, who's also the third one in the series.
Yeah,
The
what
actual movie we watched tonight.
What movie did we watch?
We watched
tonight?
Starship Troopers 3, Maruader.
Starship Troopers 3. Would you like to know more?
No. I
Damn.
actually do want to know more. Before we jump into 3, Mike has stated quite harshly that 2 is like number 2. Starship Troopers 2 is like one of the worst movies you've ever seen.
He said that it's one of your least favorite movies that's ever been made.
Yes.
That's what
Yes.
you said. I quote. And
So-
I quote.
I've sat through it once, and I absolutely hated it. And
Well, I feel like you should give it another chance. I don't like Alien, and I've sat through that like 3 or 4 times.
I don't know.
So my question is, how is it worse?
Yeah, and like in what way? What does it
than
make?
Starship Troopers 3?
Well,
Yeah,
first
because
of all,
okay,
it misses
spoiler
the
alert.
plot.
This movie's bad. So
All right. But this one knows what it's trying to be. It's a Starship Troopers movie. It's got the "Would you like to know more?" It's got the
is
over
that
the
not in the
topness.
second one?
No.
Okay, that's stupid.
The second one is like completely off base, and they even say like in the commentary for it, where they're like, or one of the featurettes or something, where they say, if Starship Troopers 1 was World War II, then this one is Vietnam, and it's all about the dark and grittiness of war and stuff like that.
That sounds
And it,
awesome.
It takes itself way too seriously.
never mind.
It happens in like 4 rooms and a hallway. The whole movie does. It's just it's terrible. It's like it's as if Starship Troopers tried to become their first Alien movie. But then like there's this weird mind controlling bug kind of thing going on. It has some good effects in it. That's the best thing I can say about it, but everything else about the movie just misses the point. The CG and the animation and the effects in it are worse than Starship Troopers 3 by a mile.
And that's crazy because Starship Troopers 3, it looks like a fucking sci-fi movie to me.
Yeah, it's the you can see a girl being dragged on a board being pulled by a string in the second one.
No way.
Yes,
you
you
can't.
can.
Nuh-uh.
I don't believe
I
it.
don't
I
believe you.
saw the string.
I don't believe you.
She's supposed to be being dragged away by an alien, but the string is pulling her away. It's terrible.
Honestly,
it's one
I think
it's the worst
that,
movie. One of the worst movies I've ever seen. Very disappointing too, because I had no idea what it was. I love the first one, and I see it sitting there in like a double combo with like some other random movie, and I'm like, oh, cool. And I sit through it, and it's a fucking hell of a trudge. And then I give it away at that point. And then Chris, who I gave it to, tried to give it back to me, and I said, I don't want it back. And we spent like half a high school tricking each other into taking the movie back and forth, where he would borrow me a movie and it would have the Starship Troopers
lend you a
2 disc
movie?
in it. And I would go, damn it. And he tricked me into
That's
taking
pretty
it.
funny. I think I'm going to pick Starship Troopers 2 for this podcast at some
damn
point.
it.
I'm very interested to see it because you hate it so much. It's hard for me to believe that it's that much worse than this movie.
It is-
Not that I necessarily disliked this movie, but it's like objectively not a good movie.
Yeah.
Really. I mean, it's got a lot of problems.
For what it's worth, I liked Starship Troopers 3 more on the second viewing, so maybe that'll happen with 2, but I really, really doubt it because 2 just misses. There's not even that "would you like to know more" bit.
Yeah, that's kind
That
of
is weird.
annoying.
It misses the plot entirely.
That's like the
It's
whole thing.
So maybe
completely off base.
they realized their faults and they
They jump back
they
with
returned
3.
with 3.
I completely feel that way because you
And
got
brought
Rico
Rico
back
back.
in Starship
Yeah, they're
Troopers
like, oh, we
3.
need that guy. What's his fucking face? Yeah, Rico. We need Rico.
That's what interested me in Starship Troopers 3. When I was looking around and I was looking up movies and I saw this, I'm like, Jesus Christ, they made another fucking one? And I look at it and it goes, Rico's a rebel. And I'm like, sold!
Oh, my God.
And I'm in. Rico's a rebel? How could you not be into that?
Yeah.
So how do you guys feel about, I mean, you just kind of said it, but how do you guys feel about the first one?
I love the first one.
Big fan.
I remember being a kid, like, and my neighborhood friend was like, "Oh yeah, I just saw Starship Troopers with my brother at the theater," and I was like, "What the fuck is that movie?" Like, it was like one of those movies that's just like right up my alley, but I had never heard of. Like, I don't remember seeing any trailers for it or anything. So as soon as it came out on video, man, I got it and I fucking loved it. I really did. I thought it was great and it was fun. And I remember like literally, because how young were we? What year did that come out?
Had to have been late 90s, right?
I think it was 99.
99. It was that late?
It was either 7 or 9.
So it was like around fourth
or 8.
grade?
It was
Okay.
either 7, 8, or 9.
Sure.
It was 97.
97. See, so we were like
8.
under the age of 10. I remember like
I was
playing.
7.
Like
so
I had a
don't
bunk
speak
bed
for
in my
me.
room, and I remember being up there and like
Why
pretending
the
to
fuck
shoot
did you have a bunk
bugs
bed in your room?
for activities. So
Actually, I think I had a bunk bed at one point
yeah,
too.
I think we all did. It was
That's weird.
Only children, we wanted it
Yeah, that's
more
true.
than
That's
anything.
true.
It's like
I want to sit on the top
yeah,
bunk.
and then like friends would come over and be like, "You got the bottom," because I'm all, that's
No, I was just like,
gay,
you need
but
to sleep in the other room. I don't fucking like you. This is my bed. This whole thing is my bed.
but yeah, I remember like shooting bugs off because it looked like my
had
bunk bed
bugs
actually looked like
In your room?
I mean, probably.
Jesus.
It looked like a fucking fort. So it was just like I was up on my fucking like parapet, just like, you know what I mean? Just, I loved that movie. I was so in it. I was so in.
No, I totally agree.
I haven't seen it in a really long time. So like,
I just watched it last
saying
night.
this, and it's you liked it?
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good. It's fun.
I like it less than I did when I was a kid, but yeah, I mean, it's
a
still
good
pretty
cast.
Good. I think most movies are too long, but like I especially think that Starship
That's
Troopers
too
is
long.
too long. It's like
Because
2
there's-
hours and 9 minutes.
because there's a lot leading up to the train, like,
and then it kind of just like
sets the war.
ends for me. Like it's just like
Yeah.
okay, it's like a fucking
There's-
Star Wars ending.
But
or
it really
something.
did
It's just
some
like,
world building. Like that's what I really
No, it
liked.
did.
So that,
It
and that's
did.
what probably took up a lot of time. I enjoyed that a lot.
The-
Like
the-
when their homes would like, and then it all went dark, and like they
Yep.
fucking died.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just like now they had something to really fight for.
That was like
It was the
that was
shit.
like 45
Cold
minutes
War.
in. Dude.
Yeah, I believe
know.
that. There's that shitty football game thing, and
That
everybody,
part was fucking
and then everybody's
awesome, dude.
naked in the
Yeah.
shower. Like,
No, there's a lot of great stuff. I just like I don't like how it ends really, and there's just like too much. I don't know. It's just a little. I think an hour and a half, hour 45 would have been perfect for this movie.
but it was what?
this one. It was
was
2
2
hours
hours.
and 9 minutes.
Yeah.
I like the ending of Starship Troopers 3 because
Not 3. I'm
or
talking
sorry,
about
one,
the one.
because it does this like it's got like a subversion going on because you have Rico and you have what's her face and it's like they kind of go for each other but they find these other people that kind of match them better. Like she matches a guy in Starfleet better and Rico has that other girl that he meets like in the Commandos and he likes her better and they kind of have but then both of those characters die and Rico and the Fleet girl are just kind of stuck together at the end of it and there's a guy in an SS uniform that kind of grabs one under each shoulder and goes, "Isn't this great?"
Oh, I love that guy.
Yeah. It's
It's-
kind of funny,
it's-
but like, I don't know. For me,
No
it's just
one's
like
happy. I love it.
it's just. I wish it was like more of no one's happy. Just
Yeah.
like more. I don't know. Man.
I
It's
think it
just-
did. I think it just did a lot really well.
really
comparatively, like I mean, even just comparing it to this movie, but like
Oh, it's like significantly
character
better than this movie.
development, fucking
Yes.
funny, but like not bad funny.
No, it's satirical, but it's a smart kind of.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, me and Mike
yeah.
were
It's
saying
not-
earlier, it's got
But it's
that,
not even just satire that's funny in it though. It's
Yeah.
like there's legitimate like good jokes and good
It's
humor
got that.
and good
It's
characters.
got the good Verhoevenisms.
Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah.
The
I mean, he
enemy
knows how to make a
cannot
movie.
push a button if you disable his hand.
oh man, that part's tight. And like the gore, I love the gore in it
Yeah,
because it's
so
like
good.
it's like Verhoeven, like in RoboCop, he does like it's like there's like a very fine line between like cartoony and like it's like also super realistic at the same
Yeah.
time. It's like really weird, but yeah, it's a good movie. I don't love it. I definitely don't hate it. It's pretty good.
yeah.
I'm a big fan of it. When I was a kid, it was the same kind of reasons you were into it, Kyle. Where it's like, yeah, fucking shoot bugs. Oh my god, this is so great. But it's like as I've grown older, I have an affection for it the same way I'm sure people a generation before me have an affection for like RoboCop or something like that. But it's like I never watched RoboCop until I was much older, and even then, I
was a fan.
didn't get it as much.
I was already a fan of RoboCop, so.
But like I love Starship Troopers the way some people like RoboCop.
I love is Starship Troopers in your
I don't
top?
think
Is it in your top 3 movies? Because
No.
RoboCop is easily one of my favorite movies of all time. Ever,
No, and
period.
I do think RoboCop is the better movie overall. But it's just, man, I have that soft spot in my heart for Starship Troopers.
Yeah, I'm probably in
You should
that
get that
same
checked
boat.
out, dude.
For sure.
Your organs are all fucked up.
It's a very soft
I read
spot.
somewhere, it may have even just been on IMDb, but Paul Verhoeven's favorite movie, I guess, that he made was Starship Troopers.
Right on.
So
It's fun.
it's a fun movie.
It's a blast.
So 3
That's right. We spent
So
is also
the
kind of
movie
fun,
we
I
actually
think.
watched tonight.
It was pretty fun. I don't know.
I liked it more the second viewing because I got to appreciate some of those highlight moments, like at the end when they're nuking a planet and there's like a love
Highlight
kiss in
moments.
front of it.
I mean, it's like funny. Like I definitely had a good time watching it.
There's more to like in there than I originally gave it credit for. Before I thought, okay, so there's like, some new bugs that are goofy and weird. There's Rebel Rico and then there's this
Rebel Rico.
and then there's a cool ending where he like shows up in a mech suit and fights people. I was
See,
like,
my issue
and then
is
there's like
that-
this whole middle section of people just walking around on a desert and talking about God.
My issue
and
with
that's
that-
what threw me
My
off.
issue with that is that you made it seem like Rico was literally not in the movie after he got captured, and then he shows up at the end. But he's like very present in almost the entire movie.
It cuts back to
Well,
him to like have him read
I
like
don't
5
know.
lines and talk
And
to
then he
people.
gets naked, and then they get their suits, and then
yeah, but these are all like really short scenes.
I'm just saying.
in the middle. Of
I'm just saying.
all
I
of this
expected.
fucking desert
Can you
shit.
see where I'm coming from, though? I expected him to like forget that he was
Yeah.
in the movie completely, and then he shows up and is like,
But
he
that's
fucks everything
basically
up.
what happened.
No,
Yeah,
that's
that's
not.
what
Minus
annoyed me.
one scene, one
Nope.
scene.
Nope, you guys are wrong.
Yeah, it turns into like a pseudo. I thought it's gonna become like Escape from New York, where they hire him to like go secretly save some people and bring them back home. But no, it's just like that scene where he hires them. You see some mech suits, another like 20 minutes of desert shit, another 2 minutes of just nudity and getting fitted for the suits, and then not until the very
Tits
end.
are tight.
Yeah, this movie is bookended by like 2 action scenes.
Yeah,
And that's the Rico stuff going on. And then there's like a small dotted dribbling line of Rico through the rest of the movie of like, here's where he escapes, here's where he gets recruited, here's where he meets his team, and here's where
it's
he suits
like
up.
the actor was like, "Yeah, I'll come back to do this third one, but you only got me for like 12 days." You know what I mean? Like
I
it
mean,
just
Which is
felt-
kind of a
see that.
shame because he wasn't really doing anything else.
No, I mean,
Did you look it up?
he probably
Yeah,
has like a day. He probably has
apparently
a
he
day
was in
job.
Sleepy Hollow at some point. I don't even remember him in
The
Sleepy Hollow.
TV show or the movie?
The movie.
Oh.
The Tim Burton Sleepy Hollow.
Maybe he was the
Like,
Headless
was he one of the
Horseman. I don't
bad
remember
guys?
seeing
Was he one of the jerks?
Maybe he was the headless horseman. That's why we couldn't recognize him.
He was
Is
like
that
the stunt
it?
double.
Is that the only other thing that he was in?
No, he was also in. Let me look it up.
Oh my god.
I mean, he's not like honestly suited for a lot of parts.
No,
He was in
looks
The
like
Pact.
Rico.
He was in Tarzan, Code Omega, and Avengers Grimm. It's just a bunch of bullshit. It's a bunch of bullshit.
Well, yeah, and
It's a
then
bunch of bullshit. And
it's
then
all bullshit besides Starship Troopers, the original.
Yeah, because
Basically.
like I said, I had fun watching this movie, but this movie is a bunch of bullshit.
It's too.
So
When it was not a Rico movie, I was very kind of upset.
I was kind of
Ooh, he was
upset.
in Dracula
Well,
3000.
They introduced the fucking religious element to the movie, which is fucking beyond
Oh my
me.
God.
But like they
That's
don't
what
introduce it
bugged
till like
me
halfway
so
through the
much about
movie,
the
so it's just
movie.
like, this is what this is. But like,
Yes.
and is it a comment on fucking like Christians and Muslims and like? Oh,
I
we
mean,
need to,
I feel
like,
like it's.
don't-
I feel like it's at least slightly
which
motivated in that way.
I know, but I guess that's what good sci-fi is supposed to do. But this is not good sci-fi. So
No,
like, why
this is
even worry
bad
about
sci-fi.
it?
I think the whole message is that religion is a brainwashing tool because like religion is outlawed in the future world, and then like this guy gets brainwashed by a bug religion, and that's when the new marshal is like, oh wow, that's a good weapon, and then it's like that's how it ends, is like religion is basically being used as a tool to brainwash people and to make them follow. And it's like,
Yeah.
you could have done that so much more subtly and so much better. Like, maybe that's
Gracefully,
that's
maybe?
not meant for a Starship Troopers movie, but also is like religious commentary meant for a Starship Troopers movie?
I mean, I just thought it established like, hey, we're each doing this for our own God. You know what I mean? And like it differs, but fucking what does that have to do with them being saved at the end by praying. You know what I mean? Like
Rico
what
is
that
God.
saying? That is what it's. Yeah,
That's what it.
Rico's Jesus.
which is a crazy fucking statement. Like,
literally
I'm not a
gets-
religious
he
person,
gets-
but like that's just like damn near offensive. Like
He gets out of the fucking suit, and there's lights
Yeah.
behind him. He's
and
like,
there's even like
there's
that
a
reach
halo.
for the hand.
Yep. Yeah.
And the hand is like very reminiscent of that.
That fucking
gift of
religious shit,
knowledge,
whatever
yeah.
the fuck that is. God's not real.
Like,
I'd like
I
to throw
just-
that out there.
it just-
So this is bullshit.
we
This
should
whole
watch
movie's
God's
bullshit.
Not Dead 2 at some point.
I think my
That is-
parents own it, so I could get it from them.
Like
No,
when
I'm
it
with
was
you.
gonna
I'm with
become Escape from New York, the fucking bug edition, I was all game, and then it didn't do that, and the rest of the movie just fell apart for me.
Yeah, as soon as they hit Desert Planet, I feel like it started to
But
slow
that
down.
wasn't even
for me.
that bad. It's actually like very reminiscent of like the Star Trek movie that William Shatner directed, where it was kind of like also a desert planet and religion was introduced, but like they did it far better than this fucking.
For me, it's like it started right off the bat where the girl's like praying or something like that, and the other one's like, shut up, and I'm just like, oh, okay, she's just a bitch. But then it's like, no, it kept happening where she's just very anti-religion, and I'm like, okay, is this like a character thing? But then it's like, no, then the bugs are religion and all this stuff, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on in my Starship Troopers movie? It's like, if you're gonna introduce like religious elements, try to at least incorporate it in the Starship Troopers brand in a way like, oh, it's against fighting bugs, but it's like hardly. It's a brainwashing tool it's not even like.
It's like the writer-director wanted to ensure we're not going to make another Starship Troopers movie. They're just going to throw everything at the fucking
Here's
wall
what I
on
would
this
have
one.
wanted: religion introduced from the very start. Make it
Yeah.
like they're like religious zealots now as part of the war effort instead of that being the ending. It's like that would have been a better.
Sure, 'cause it's not
commentary.
about the theme. It's not like we're like mad about the. It's just how they handled
Yeah.
everything.
I am.
It's,
I'm mad about it.
Oh,
God's not
Dave's
real.
mad
It's
about it.
stupid.
You know what? You know what I'm fucking mad about?
What?
At how motherfucking
Motherfucking.
there's motherfucking spaceships and shit, and there's like some hyperdrive shit going on. But these motherfuckers are still shooting bullets at these bugs. Like,
Yep.
where?
Yeah, what the fuck
Where's
is
the
that?
advanced
Where's the lasers,
weaponry?
man?
Like,
Where's the
yeah.
goddamn lasers?
Something.
There's a Q bomb.
Like, then the guns are so big.
It can crack a planet.
It can
Yeah.
crack a planet.
And it does.
And it
To-
Also,
to
why do
great
they call?
effect.
Why do they say like crack a planet when it clearly just like
Blows
up?
up the
Yeah, like why
planet.
can't it
Yeah.
just blow up the planet? Why do they have to say it can crack a planet? It's just like a really
I don't
weird way to
know,
phrase it
man.
to me.
I would. I'm going to be shooting myself in the foot here, but I bet the Q bomb is in one of the books or something like that.
I
And
think
in
it
the-
is. I read that right before, or maybe during the movie. I don't know. I like to surf the internet while we're watching movies.
I bet the Q bomb comes from the books, and in the books, it's probably like cracking a planet or something
Yeah.
like that. And
No,
so
I
they're
think-
like,
I think
we can use that in the next movie.
fans of the books were upset or something that the Q bomb was not in the first one, or I don't know, because it wasn't. Or I don't think
No.
it was. Yeah.
Are there a lot of fans of these books? What are these books called? Are they called
Starship Troopers, yeah.
Really?
I think I just said that. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I'm assuming Mike actually
Yeah,
knows.
I'm almost 90% sure they are. If
He's
they're not, I'm gonna
almost-
be
Almost 90%.
Almost 90%.
Almost.
89% sure.
89.999.
Repeating.
But it's just like, yeah. What chance do you stand if you're just going to keep firing bullets at these guys?
For real.
Like, I get
They're
the mech
giant
suits.
bugs.
That's cool. But there's that bomb on the mech suit that was pretty awesome where they just, like, jumped in the air for a second. Just
Really, what I
evaporated
don't
those
understand
things.
is why they can't just kill all the bugs. Like, just
They're
bugs.
just bugs.
Why are they so strong? That's my question.
The bugs?
Yeah.
Evolution, man.
I just like
Aliens. It's alien bugs, bro.
I just
Yeah.
feel like a couple bullets would probably take care of them.
You'd think.
You shoot them in the correct area.
Yeah,
they're done.
just like in the first movie,
Yeah,
he's
there's like a place
you
to
can
shoot
take off
them.
their limbs and they
Yeah,
can keep
they
fighting.
do go
but
down
aim
easier
for the
in-
neural center.
Yeah, but they do go down easier in the first
they're
one,
also
don't they?
different, aren't they?
Like, I
They're
do recall
different.
that, but it's like it takes like 30,000 bullets. Are they different in this one?
Yeah, aren't they different bugs? Or they look different
I think they're
or something.
I think like the ones in the beginning were the
I
same.
think they just
weren't
look different because they're badly animated.
yeah, maybe.
Oh
Maybe.
yeah,
I-
that was something interesting. They did a lot of like low lighting when the bugs were around.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
did.
On,
They're
like,
like,
the
we
first
don't
one.
want you to see this.
yeah. Which I
It's
thought.
really hard to animate things and get lighting and shadow right. So every
Sure.
time the giant animated bugs show up, it's gonna have to be pretty dark out.
Yeah. It's. I mean, it makes. I can't fault them for that. They did what they could.
No.
They should have just never showed the bugs.
Yeah, or just never made this movie. But
You would love
Jesus
the,
Christ,
you
man.
would love
What,
the
people
second
can't
one
have
then,
fun?
Dave.
God.
There's like a total of like 5 bugs in the fucking movie.
I mean,
Yeah,
you're
it
kind of
sounds great.
selling me on the second one.
Yeah,
Oh,
everything
no.
that you're saying, except for the lack of
Rico?
you know, that and the lack of like the fucking newsreel shit.
Oh yeah.
Those two things are like, okay, that's
it is
there-
utterly unself-aware.
Is there random nudity in the second one?
Yeah.
Because
Well,
guys,
you gotta
well,
have
I'm in.
that.
this has the craziest nude scene I've ever seen in my life. Where they just go to this room, they get
by
naked.
crazy, you just mean like so unnecessary. That
So
it's just,
unnecessary, yes. It was the most
Like
unnecessary.
it's not crazy. Like whoa, it's just like what the fuck, dude.
And you have
Well-
characters introducing themselves for no reason at all. Also.
Yeah, and it's just...
It was great when you're like, oh, we
Okay.
get to meet more characters. It's like, you don't get to meet anyone.
Here's
No,
one of
'cause we
my
have 2 minutes
biggest.
in, yeah.
I'm gonna steal a word from Mike's vocabulary. This is one of my biggest gripes.
Oh, I thought you were going to say
is-
addendum.
This is one of my.
This is my
an
biggest addendum.
This is one of my biggest
I using that right?
nitpicks. This is one of my
Yeah.
biggest
Yeah,
nitpicks.
nitpicks.
of,
Yeah, nitpick it.
gripes and nitpicks.
Grapes and nipples.
Grapes and nipples. When that fucking guy, I don't even know what his name is.
Rico.
He like, no man. He's
SC.
he's like talking to, is it that religious bitch in the desert or whatever?
Yeah.
And they're just like, would you ever marry a?
Oh, yeah.
And then he just like dies right after that.
Yeah.
So why? Why did that whole
He,
thing
he
happen?
immediately calls her honey after...
Yeah, it's like they already got like. Did you get
Yeah,
married
yeah.
already?
They didn't even kiss. If
I don't
recall
even
correctly.
understand. I just don't understand why that had to, like, in what way did that make sense for any of the story at all?
It didn't. There was so...
Like, I even said it
Dude,
out
there's so
loud. I
much
said, "Do we
unnecessary
need
shit."
this in the
No.
story?" I said that.
This movie barely cracks 100 minutes, and it still wastes your time.
Cracks.
Yeah, cracks his... Playing
Cracks.
Barely explodes. 100
We gotta
minutes.
get a Q bomb for this movie.
You know what's really bugging me about this movie?
Oh, fucking A. I can't believe no one made that joke yet.
that Busey guy's not in it because he was great.
He was great. Where's Busey? What's he been up to?
What's his name?
I mean, I feel like
bad.
there's a lot of characters.
Kevin
that
Busey?
should
I feel
have-
you should never refer to someone as like Gary Busey's son. You know what I mean? I feel like
God.
But he is, and he looks the
yeah.
part. It's like you can see in his
He was
face he's
great.
Gary Busey's son.
I wish Doogie Howser was back.
yeah,
They
that would have been
mention
a
him.
nice touch. Did they really?
Yeah, there's a mention of him.
Where? What
Yeah,
happened?
what
It
was
happened around the start when like Rico's explaining his past. He like mentions working with Hauser in the past.
Did he say
says
that?
Hauser?
Did he say Hauser?
Oh, maybe he was talking about someone else because I
Was
think he actually
was
does
he
say
Dr. Hauser in the? I don't remember that, but that's a great joke. If he is,
I don't think that he was. I mean, maybe, but I don't think so. I don't know. What are you doing?
I'm gonna check what his name was.
oh, great use of our.
Yeah, this is fantastic. What are you, Kyle? Dude, why don't you start texting someone?
Oh,
right
by the
now?
way, the name of the book was Starship
Fuck
Troopers.
off.
Okay,
right now.
You what? I saw text messages.
There's like
already
I don't
during-
care. There's like every episode of the talking show. You're like 20 minutes on your
Yeah,
phone.
you want to know why? We talked about this before. 4 people is the perfect number for podcasts because people could check their text messages
Oh, that's
throughout.
that's what it
and
is.
it's
Okay.
fine.
Okay.
Now look at like he's checking his shit. If I want to look at my phone, we're fucked. It's just you.
It was Jenkins.
it's just you.
Jenkins was
it was
Neil
he
Patrick
was Dr.
Harris's
Jenkins.
character.
Okay.
Bitch.
So I was way off base.
Yeah, you are just.
I don't know anything about these movies. Apparently,
You really
I
don't.
thought you were the expert.
Yeah, I don't think
I
you
thought
know.
I was a fan of them. I guess
I
I'm
don't
not.
think you know anything about anything. To be completely honest,
That's not true.
he knows a lot about math.
Yeah, he can do some magic tricks.
But does he know a lot about magic? Would you say a lot?
No.
Probably more than the average person.
He knows a lot
but-
about pornography, though.
Does he?
I'm pretty sure.
I know nothing about it. I look at it a lot. Actually, I've told you guys this before, but I'm done with traditional pornog, dude.
Pornog.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. You're
Yeah,
on
I'm
the.
on that Chatterbait, dude. I highly recommend it.
What's
for
your
any-
username?
I don't have a user. You don't have to. You don't have to make it that.
Oh, okay.
I can just lurk like a fucking creep.
Yeah.
It's just so good.
It's just
dude.
like real life.
It's just so exactly.
Sit back and watch.
Exactly. No, it's just so good. I just highly recommend. Highly recommend. Like not even for jacking. Just like you could just watch. It's just fun. It's just a fun experience.
Why
That
watch
reminds me of
TV?
when I was in high school and I used to visit those live Jasmine sites and just like make bizarre requests. Like I would ask her
I
to
thought those
count
were
her
just
teeth.
ads.
Yeah, I didn't even know that those were real.
No, you could really do it. It was like me and a bunch of guys on the YTMND forums.
Don't.
What?
You're the man now, dog.
What?
You don't remember that?
No.
It was some nerd shit,
Yeah.
dude. I wouldn't know
damn.
about it if it wasn't for this guy, obviously.
God, you're such
Yep.
a dork.
We would troll live Jasmine people, ask them to put a shoe
Dude,
on
that
their
was
head.
when the internet was like still relatively in its infancy.
It was young. It
like,
was the age of
YouTube-
E-Bombs World.
yeah, YouTube didn't exist
and,
yet.
and Flash games. And oh man, classic.
When did you guys get the internet? Because I got it pretty late, I feel like.
You got it before. I would like love going over to your house
Oh,
to be
yeah,
on the
that's
internet for like years before I got a computer.
What's weird is that you got a cell phone before anyone that I had ever met, and then
Yeah.
you got it taken away and didn't have a cell phone.
Yeah.
Way after everyone I knew
Then
had
it was
a
the
cell
thing
phone.
is like I could get one back, but then it was like I was dating at the time, and I was like, I don't want to constantly. Be like attached. You know what I mean? No, seriously, that was the thing for the longest time. And then I graduated, and they're like, you need
then your
a cell
girlfriend
phone.
like called houses that you
Yeah.
were at, and
Yeah,
other
she
people
did.
with cell phones around you.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was bad. That was like we're talking about like one bad circumstance, but it definitely happened.
I mean, there were a couple times I feel
Yeah,
like.
but that was like a specific.
That was like a specific 21 missed phone calls on my phone, and then like house
Yeah.
phone and just crazy shit. He's lived a life, man. He's lived a
Yeah.
life.
That's pretty fucked up.
Yeah. Let me take it up with her, man. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
where
will.
is she? I want to talk to her
I'll
about
message
this.
her on Facebook.
There you
I'll
go.
Be like, listen,
That was fucked
that was
up.
that was that was just bad. That was bad. Bad character.
It turns out she's like in a very depressed state in life, and then that just is the straw that breaks the camel's back at that
Well,
point.
maybe. You know, sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Mm-hmm.
Starship Troopers 3, Marauder.
Yeah. You know what?
God
the
damn.
Marauder tagline is the mechs. It's the mech suits.
Yeah, the 3 minutes of mech suit we get deserves
It really
the
is.
subtitle of
It
the movie.
really
Yeah.
is a lack of mech
It
suit,
should have
I
been
feel
called Starship Troopers
Dude, they
3.
didn't have the fucking
Let's
money.
talk about God.
Again, complete darkness when those mech suits show up.
like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They just didn't have the money.
they
Come
did.
on.
No.
I
It's
really
just
like so. Dave started off tonight asking how long this movie was, and Mike goes, "Well, it was actually originally a sci-fi series that
That totally
they turned into
makes
a movie."
sense after
Which,
watching.
yeah,
it.
exactly right. It fits. That statement works so well because you could look at this and be like, "Oh, this is a made-for-TV like sci-fi channel movie."
Like I know that the guy that plays Rico isn't like a big star, but like without him, it's even more believable. Like if he weren't in this
Yeah,
movie,
if
it'd be like, how was this not a sci-fi movie?
I mean, this had to be a straight to DVD, right?
Yeah.
Was the second one as well, or did
Yes.
the second one make an effort?
Second one was
Okay.
straight to DVD.
So they've
Second
just
one-
known these were
second
bad
one,
for a while.
Even even taking my personal opinion out of it is worse all around than this. It really is. It's just like everything, like everything is
Then
done worse.
Dave,
there.
please don't pick this movie then, because I didn't particularly enjoy this one.
It's like
I'm gonna pick. I mean,
it's
I'm
like
going to
it's,
pick it at
it's
some
more
point.
boring.
Hopefully.
There's less
That
effects.
sounds good.
There's less
That
going.
sounds good.
Mike, I hope you die before Dave gets to pick that one.
Jesus Christ! I mean, you might.
I you know what? I kind of hope that too.
Oh my god! I just want to know why you think it's so bad.
Then watch it. Look it up and watch it.
Yeah, I will when I pick it for this fucking podcast.
We don't have to be there for it. We don't have to sit through it.
I think you do. That's kind of the whole point of this podcast.
We'll call Mike and I will call in sick.
Yeah. Well, I
Well,
can't
then I'll
make it. You're
fucking
gonna have to get
kick
Brian.
you off, dude. I'll kick you off, and it's just me and Brian for
Yeah.
the rest of the time, dude.
And then Brian's
We're
like,
just
"Can
gonna-
we not watch Starship Troopers
After
2?"
after the 7th rewatching of all of the Fast and Furious movies, then we'll just call it quits.
There you go.
Because we'll just keep doing them over and over again. Tokyo Drift for the 7th time.
I mean, there's a podcast apparently that's all about Denzel Washington movies. So, like, I
pretty
feel
cool.
like to make a podcast all about Fast and Furious would not
think
be totally crazy.
I think it's already been done.
Oh, really?
That's where I looked up the name. What was it?
Two Pod.
Two Pod, Two Furious, or
Oh,
whatever. And
okay.
That's it's like an episode, obviously.
Yeah. Oh, okay. But no, so that's an episode.
Yeah.
But like,
No, but like the whole
Just
podcast
dedicated.
is about
Fast and Furious movies.
oh,
like that
okay.
one is specifically about the second movie.
Gotcha. Damn.
Which I don't know if you know this. The second one is called Too Fast, Too Furious.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's why
Yeah.
it's Two Pod, Two or whatever the fuck it was called. No, Two Pod. Was it
Two pod, two cast.
Two Cast, Two? I don't know something.
Two cast, two
yeah,
furious.
whatever. What the
That's
fuck
probably
ever.
it.
Starship Troopers
Two
3. That movie sucks. It's a bad movie.
I don't think so.
Oh.
No, I mean, I think that you would be wrong.
No, you just say you enjoyed it more the second.
I enjoyed it more the second time through because the
but
little glimmers.
But how much are we gonna
of-
do this? Like, it's like a good bad. You know what I mean?
I mean, I feel like it's gonna happen a lot.
This just it drags so much. Like I hate the desert planet god stuff.
So why do you
much.
like this fucking movie?
Yeah, like,
why
what
are you
about
defending
it do
this
you
movie
like?
then? Because that's like most of the fucking
That's,
movie.
that's like at least half of it.
Because I like the Rebel Rico stuff, and I like the cheesy stuff, and I like
But
the
you
Would You Like
never-
to Know More
yeah,
stuff.
like Rico is in like a third of this movie at best.
Yeah, I like a third of this movie.
That is ridiculous.
I mean, I can't like I did not hate this movie.
Yeah,
For sure.
I mean, I didn't hate it either.
It was like pretty bad.
I
though.
hated things in it.
I hated like I'm gonna say I hated like 70% of it, but I don't think I didn't hate all of it. I had some fun.
I don't feel like my time was wasted,
No.
but I will never seek this movie out for sure. Like that's true.
Never again.
Never again.
I think it'd be good for like party like with your friends or whatever. You just
That might be why I liked it more this time.
There are
because we were all talking
movies.
about it.
for
okay,
that.
but did I say this is the best movie for hanging out with your friends ever?
That's what I heard.
I didn't.
That's what I
said.
play it back. Play it back.
Rewind.
Let me stop
Rewind
this.
this shit. You fucking texting again, bro?
No, I'm looking up reviews to see what other people think.
Sorry, I
of it.
coughed directly in the mic.
You see, because Kyle has decided to never look up reviews for anything ever again.
Yeah, it's kind of a bitch.
It's kind of like a
he
boycotting
He
of
like
his. I
he
don't know what
literally
he's
says
doing.
on the first podcast, like, yeah, this is my thing that I'm bringing to the podcast, and then he like decided to stop bringing anything to the podcast.
I brought
after
some
that.
news to the podcast this week, which is actually what I've been trying to do the whole time. I just keep forgetting.
Well, what
So
is the
here I
news?
am.
Congrats.
I did the fucking thing about M. Night Shyamalan and fucking...
yeah.
Well, that
that's
took
right.
up 35 seconds of this podcast.
I'll bring
what
more.
else you got, bitch?
I'll bring more, motherfucker. Mike can have the fucking bullshit fucking review bullshits. Bullshit.
Do you want to
Go.
Read
Come
a
on, man.
fucking review,
Jesus
goddamn
Christ.
it.
Chris Morton gives it 3 out of 10.
I'd give it at least 4 out of 10. I think.
Are you on IMDb?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He says the only surprise was that he watched it all the way to the end.
Jesus, that's a hater.
Yeah.
At least I looked at these beforehand. Just so I set it up.
Mr. No says gives it 6 out of 10s. Not as good as the first, but much better than the second.
Ah,
I
sounds-
can't
sounds
agree
like
with
you.
that because the second one sounds great. So.
This one gives it 8 out of 10.
Ooh.
It's
Wow.
an anonymous
Is this
user.
you?
It's just IMDb 211. It says a true sequel to Starship Troopers. I don't know if I can agree with that.
That
but
was the director.
he says it's obvious to me that Starship Troopers 2 simply did not understand the original Starship Troopers movie.
So he.
I mean,
wait,
I feel that's hard
wait.
to believe for me.
Most of his review was about number 2.
Yeah.
That's
here's
a really
Panzer-
dumb. That's like a dumb statement to me though, because it's the same guy. Like the same guy wrote all of them.
Yeah, he sure did.
So like, how does he not understand the start?
Did he like find God? You know what I mean? Like after
Maybe.
2, like
Maybe he
maybe
did.
honestly he inserted some fucking.
Well,
maybe they all
God
did.
is brainwashing in this one.
Yeah, but it's
Are
too
these
satirical.
are all
It's
these
too-
actors we don't know just like really popular Christian actors?
I don't listen. It's not.
You know what I'm
this is-
saying? Were they in Kirk Cameron movies?
This is.
I think we need to.
This
investigate.
movie is not saying like, yeah, God is tight.
I mean,
It's saying he's brainwashing.
Yeah, he's saying. Yeah,
Even
it's
at the
literally
end,
what-
the fucking Starfleet lady is like, we're going to use religion as a brainwashing
yeah,
tool.
no, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Here's another review by Panzer Sam. Not as good as the first, 10 times better than the second.
10 times.
10
better
times
than the
better is
second.
what he said.
Do you agree with 10 times?
How long is the second one?
Yeah, I could.
I'm gonna look that up. That's really.
If it's
looking forward.
90 minutes, I'm picking it for sure. at
What
some
if it's
point.
like 86?
I'm definitely.
Oh,
picking
here's a
it.
good one, Jack964. He calls it Starship Bloopers. Oh, fuck.
What about Starship Poopers?
Ooh.
Is that the
God.
second one?
No.
Dude, it is 88 minutes.
I'm definitely picking it at some point. That's like the perfect. That's the sweet spot, dude.
That is right, right? It's an hour and 28 minutes. Yeah,
Yeah,
88.
yeah.
I did the math right on that.
You got any more reviews?
One of them just says too far, and it talks about how the CGI is weak and it just takes the religion stuff way too far.
I mean, I can agree with that.
Oh, and at the
To be
very end of
sure.
it, you can notice that in my review, I did not mention Starship Troopers 2. I don't know why people embarrass themselves with movies like Starship Troopers 2 if they don't have the budget to make a decent movie. Starship Troopers 2 showed a bunch of amateur actors reading script from auto cue. So to sum up, I don't regret the 100 minutes spent watching this movie, but it will definitely not go into my personal collection. Kind of sounds like you, Kyle.
Damn, dude.
I was listening. What? What did he say?
Yeah, he's texting. He's
I'm
too
not
busy
fucking
texting.
looking up information.
What,
The guy
what do you got?
basically
I
just
just
said
didn't
that
expect to be
Starship
brought into the
Troopers 2 is
conversation.
terrible. Like,
Yeah.
if you'll notice, there was a running gag in the Starship Troopers 3 review, and that was not intentional.
Yeah, it sounded. Yeah, it's a gag.
People
It's a joke. It's an inside joke.
people keep saying how Starship Troopers 2 is bad.
I'd like to point out that my top 10 movies ever are probably not the same top 10 movies that like all those people
No,
think. So like,
no, you're totally right.
So,
I'm just
like,
saying, there's like it's
there
not
is-
it's not just
there
me.
is- there is
There's a consensus.
There's a large chance that I will enjoy Starship Troopers too. That's
It's
all
probably
I'm
just
saying.
because I like it or that I hate it that you'll like it.
I mean, that is part of it. That's why I'm
I
interested.
feel like Dave can't get hard unless someone tells him that they
Yeah.
hate something.
Yeah.
I mean, that's partially true. because I can get hard.
You just need
Just
On Chatterbox, he's
takes-
like, "Tell me you hate something right now.
Chatterbox?
Tell me about stuff you hate, whatever it was."
I don't talk. I don't fucking talk to these people. I just watch them. Okay.
Oh shit.
I don't know why that was so funny. I don't know why you guys leaned back.
Because it was funny.
It was
You gotta
funny.
lean back
Fuck you, bitch.
when the funny thing said.
Fuck you, idiot. So I don't really have anything else to say about this movie. I don't know. Can we keep talking about it? It's not that good. It looks like a
We
sci-
can
it
go
looks-
over what happens
look-
in it.
I mean, that's. I feel like
we're past that.
At this point. I mean, we already talked about the fact that like Rico's in it for a minute, then he's not, then he's in it again. That's pretty much the plot. So
yeah,
it doesn't matter at this point.
there's a fight scene at the start. Rico's
I like how we just said we don't
Yeah.
need to do that, and
You're
then
just
now you're
like,
doing
why are you
it. Like, what the fuck is wrong
grasping onto it.
with you? I just really can't get
I was
over
just
the
trying
fact
to recap it in my head real quick.
out loud.
Yeah, but I
Just trying
started
to
talking.
recap it out loud in your head.
I'm trying to think of what I might have missed. What else was there?
There's nothing. There's not that much to talk about. In this
I
movie.
like the guy in the wheelchair.
I just hate that it looks so much like a sci-fi movie.
Oh, like
That
a
is-
sci-fi channel.
Yeah,
movie.
like a sci-fi channel movie, like a sci-fi movie.
It's written poorly. It's directed poorly. It's
Really,
graphics
the
are
look
awful.
is my main issue.
Yeah,
like, I don't
it's-
even care about how poorly written it is. What's your favorite line again? Say your favorite line again. Because it wasn't as funny as I thought it was going to be. 'cause
It's the line that made me laugh out loud and think, "What the fuck am I watching?" Is when the guy reveals that he worships a bug god, and the girl says, "Oh, we should kill him," and then the bitch says,
the bitch.
"Why?"
Jesus Christ.
Well, that's what she was. She was the bitch. I
kinda
I
I
mean,
can't
I
remember.
know her as Lula, so
Well, Lula, the bitch.
I think I
and
called
then-
someone a bitch earlier in this podcast.
And
so
then
I can't really.
Lilu says,
Lilu?
whatever. She says, "Why? Because he's crazy, or he just worships a different god than you?"
See, I just didn't
it's a great
think.
line.
I mean, it's like it was
No,
like pretty
it's
funny.
so
but-
bad.
You set that up so poorly.
Yeah.
Well, it's a terrible line. I don't want to set it up well. I don't want to go, "Oh, here's this great delivery." No, it's a terrible line. It made me.
I think that honestly, I would have thought it was like funnier if you didn't say it's coming up. This is it. Yeah. And then I was like, damn it, that was not as funny as I thought it was going to be.
No,
it
no,
is bad.
I didn't-
But
when I was saying it's the best line or it's the funniest line, it's because of how terrible it is.
it is terrible. But I
It
feel
is
like
the worst line in the movie.
I don't think
is
so.
why it's
I
the
think
best
there's
line to
worse
me.
lines. There's probably
There's
worse
certainly
lines.
worse lines.
Like what?
I don't know, like just everything is bad. Every line in that movie. There's not one. I can't. Can you
That
think
to
of?
me
there really
stands out
isn't.
as the worst line.
Can you think of one good line in that movie?
Something Rico said. Probably something he says to
Where's
people.
your God now?
That was a pretty good line, actually. That was not from Rico, but that was a pretty good
yeah.
line. Damn, we should talk about that. How you fucking called that out before it happened.
That was
like,
perfect.
seconds
That's
of-
amazing.
I mean, guys, it was pretty obvious that
No,
that was
yeah.
going to happen.
Yeah,
but,
yeah. I think that I started saying it in my head before you even said it out loud.
yeah, exactly. It was
That's
so,
like
such
what
an easy
happens.
setup. She
That's-
walks over to the religious girl.
That's how you know it's a good script is when you're able to predict what the person's gonna
right.
say, and you're
Exactly.
like, "Oh, they said exactly what I was thinking."
Fucking Starship Troopers 3, man.
This movie had no surprises, by the way. That's a good point. Like right away,
Yeah,
this movie had
you know
literally
exactly
no
what's
surprises.
going to happen.
I mean, the one thing with like the Sky Marshal, was that his thing? I don't know what he was, but when he is like communicating with the main alien, like they're definitely setting some stuff up in the beginning where he's being kind of weird.
Yeah, that's what.
But
I
even
feel
like that
they-
wasn't even that cool of a surprise. Like it just
No.
it wasn't a good.
Also, was it just
twist.
me or was there some like Nazi stuff going on? Because like even the flags in the background when he was like talking, it looked like a
Yeah, I
Nazi
just-
flag.
Yeah,
Well, that's a heavy theme in the first
Yeah,
one
that-
too. It's like
yeah,
you know
they're
they're
definitely-
Yeah.
fucking Nazis.
Yeah.
When you're rooting for Rico and his friends, you're rooting for
you
Nazis.
are because
You're all Nazis.
I find it interesting because when we're watching, it's like okay, so there's this like pseudo celebrity politician,
Yeah.
and then there's this
Damn,
like
are we about to?
Yeah, right.
Are we about to wrap it around?
and then
bring
there's
it back
like
to
this
fucking
there's this
2017.
right? There's this media that is the goal of a certain president, possibly.
Oh my
right?
God.
Do you know what I mean? Like
Oh
that's
my
kind of where he wants to
God.
shift things. And then at one point, I think there's some other. I can't think of him right now, but at one point he's like literally a puppet. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he's like
He's literally a figurehead being controlled by the people behind the scenes.
yeah, and you know. he's got the answers, and he's like, oh no, he's always got the answer. You know, we don't know what exactly he's going for a while, but like, oh no, we just keep going, like blah blah blah.
Don't worry, follow me.
Are you saying that this sounds familiar?
Are you saying
Yeah.
Donald Trump worships bugs?
Are you saying that Starship Troopers 3 is timeless?
No, I just thought that was
You
kind of
get your
interesting.
own meaning from it. You get your own meaning from it.
I did think that was
You can
kinda
watch it
interesting.
again in 10 years. It'll be
Because I mean, like,
completely new.
he's in charge of the military. You know what I mean? Like, he controls what they do. Like,
The fleet and stuff.
the whole
yeah.
Federation. Yeah, I mean, they're nationalists, right? I mean, not anymore. They're like, I don't know what you'd call them.
Humanists.
Fascist.
Well, they're
Not-
Federalists. Like,
Not buggists.
yeah, exactly.
Anti-bugites.
But even to be a citizen among them, you have to serve. It's just like, I don't know. I don't know exactly how to classify them because it's no longer
Also,
like,
like,
about
it's
country,
basically a
but it's
fascist
about
society.
yeah.
Also,
But it's
like
like
I
all of the
said,
human race.
like I said during the movie, arachnids sounds very similar to Iraqis.
Yeah, and
to
then
me,
they were in a desert,
is that a
Yeah.
coincidence?
Oh!
and we just drop a bomb to get rid of
Yep,
the whole
just
fucking thing.
Just bomb them all.
It
Fuck
is-
them.
It's the Q bomb, the mother of all Q bombs.
Dude, it can crack a planet.
Yes,
It can crack
Planet Cracker.
Planet Cracker.
That was its
God.
code name.
Yeah.
They're like, that sounds stupid. Let's go with Q bomb.
That was kind of ridiculous. Like, sorry, they were just like they were showing that fucking like hologram that alien is like the planet. Like it's just
Oh
okay,
yeah, it's
wait a
like
minute.
it's like a little pile of snot on the
What?
planet.
I have to read the first line on the back of this DVD case.
Yes, do it.
Starship Troopers 3 Marauder explodes with mind-blowing man-on-bug combat.
Yes,
That is the first sentence. And I am so on board to watch this movie after
Yeah.
that. However, I feel like it is a lie. This is a fraud.
Rico is back.
And
Colonel
he's a
Johnny
rebel.
Rico is back.
He's 2 for 2.
is back to lead his team on a secret mission to rescue a small crew of troopers stranded. God, this is a long fucking sentence.
But see, that's not even what fucking happens. Like that.
That's like the last 4 minutes.
It's like they were scared to just make this a John Carpenter ripoff, which I think would have been like the best thing for it.
yeah, Escape from
Yeah.
Bug Planet.
Like they could have like literally. Who cares about that fucking religious subplot amongst the characters? Like it's fine that the sky manager. What I don't fucking
Manager?
Guy, man.
I'm gonna have to see your Sky Manager.
It's fine. Sounds like God. But
God's not real.
it's seen. You know, they could have left that in. They could have all been fine. And then it could have been about the mission, you know, to go fucking bust ass and followed Rico. Like they could have just and probably Dave cut off some runtime
Yeah, that would have been great.
and just made this movie a little bit sweeter. Like yeah, it
Tighter.
starts
Make it
horribly,
tighter.
but it can get better.
That's another thing is this movie has a rougher start than I remember. Like we were like
Yeah.
15 minutes in, and I was like, "Oh my god, did I just give us a death sentence?" Because it doesn't get better, but it did. It
Just
did.
remember. No, here's my favorite line. I just remembered it. Soldier, can you walk? Yes, sir. Okay, pick up that arm and find out who it belongs to.
Yeah, okay. Yes, that is.
Yes, that is an example of great.
That's a good line.
Yes.
That's a good line.
And that was Rico. Rico has great lines in this. He does.
We also found out researching during the movie, because that's what you do when you watch a movie
yeah,
with your friends.
you look at phones.
You look at your phones the entire time. But the same guy, the guy that wrote all 3 Starship Trooper movies and directed, I think, the second one and this one, was also a writer on RoboCop, which is mind-blowing, and I think it changed Mike's life, and he can't recover from it.
Well,
I
no,
mean-
it just makes me realize how much or how little the person behind the writing chops matter sometimes. Sometimes
Well,
the director has
guy-
a bigger effect on the movie than I realize.
Can we not just say because he wrote like all the sequels to that too, right? And then
Just the
Starship
second one, I
Troopers and the
think. I didn't
sequels to
see 'em.
that. Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
But like, can we just like sometimes not everyone's fucking 10 for 10.
No,
Like,
that's
you know what I
true.
mean?
But
No,
then
yeah.
again, I think like if I look at the consistent factor here, it's not really the writer; it's the director.
Yeah, no, yeah, for sure. But I mean, like to write and direct, like he's clearly did little to change his material. Do you know what I mean? Like, sure, and maybe they were punched up before, whatever. Like, it's obviously possible. He clearly was a successful screenwriter
Yeah.
in many regards.
Yes.
So it's not like he was bad, but he certainly did not have a good show with this one.
Yeah.
There's also just like so much that happens between like writing a script and making a movie that
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
he could have written the script and he was like, oh fuck, we can't make this movie, and then he
I
had
mean-
to change it.
Paul Verhoeven's like directed movies with terrible scripts before, like
Yeah.
Showgirls. Great example. I
Is
mean,
that a good movie though? 'Cause-
no,
Yeah.
but it's like it's enjoyable.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
See, I haven't
It's the
seen
biggest
that. I
difference.
haven't seen that in a long time. I just
I
remember
don't
like
even mean because
Yeah.
nudity or anything.
I
It's
just
it's
remember,
fun.
I remember that weird scene, that weird fucking in the pool. That like
Yeah.
really bizarre fucking.
She's like, it's like she's trying to like.
It looks like she's
she's an
dying.
animal, like ravaging, just fucking.
I just remember like the first time seeing that, I was like, I don't know how to feel. Like I was a young kid.
Yeah,
I just like
yeah.
saw it. I was like,
Feel.
I don't know, like
Is this
if I'm supposed to.
Is this what mommy? And
Should we
Daddy
watch
do?
Showgirls too?
Is this
No, I watched the trailer for. I can't go there.
why?
I was gonna like that was gonna be like one of my first
Why
recommendations.
can't you go there? What does that mean?
It looks really awful.
Yeah. So what is that?
No, but
Dude, we watched
okay.
Starship Troopers.
All right,
3
hold on,
today.
hold
What the
on.
fuck are you talking
Hold on.
about?
One,
Okay, if he says 4
I think it's
hours,
like
I'm out.
shot. I think it's shot in like no, it is long. That's why I'm gonna bring it up. It's shot in like I clicked on the real showgirl.
Hold on, I'm gonna make noise real quick.
It's
Okay.
shot in like really shitty video. If I,
Whoa.
like if I'm telling by the trailer, but like yeah, 2 hours and 25 minutes.
Never mind.
I'll pass.
Never mind.
That's
Yeah,
that's
written and directed by a girl who's in the first one in a very minor part.
Nice.
Like it follows her character
Hell yeah.
years later. Because like
Oh,
That
I don't know when
sounds fun.
Showgirls
so
came
she's
out,
starring
like,
in it too?
2011.
Does she write, direct, and star in this? Is this a fucking Tommy Wiseau
Yeah.
project?
Basically,
Whoa.
Showgirls came out in '95. This movie came out in 2011. Like, let,
a long time.
Let that lie. Like she clearly needed some money. Do you know what I mean? Like that's a money grab.
I kind of feel like I have to look up a review of this or something like that.
I mean, I don't care.
Like
kinda
I
feel
don't,
like-
I don't, I'm not gonna sit through two and a half hours.
But I honestly, yeah, exactly. I thought about like, oh, might be a fun one to watch together. Like I haven't seen it. They clearly haven't seen it.
Maybe there's some weird
But yeah,
fucking
after that
in it.
trailer and seeing the runtime was my biggest
That's too long.
concern.
That's too fucking long.
Yeah.
It is. It's not worth like. Again, I don't want to like. Let's be honest, Mike. I know you wanted to suggest this movie. We all thought it was gonna be pretty bad, but at least it wasn't 2.5 hours wasted of
Exactly.
our
Yeah.
lives that we could then just spend an hour fucking yelling at you about. It's fun to talk about.
Yeah, it's a
But-
fun movie to
but
talk
I
about.
and,
feel like
and there's
we'd all be
history
miserable.
with this movie too. It's original. It has Paul Verhoeven. There's a lot more going on behind the scenes you can talk about.
Yeah.
We miss Paul Verhoeven in the series.
Yeah. Come back.
Please come back.
If it was like Dave said, and it was the most fun he ever had making a movie, like
Do a
or
remake.
his favorite movie, do it again,
again.
dude.
Yeah, just do a remake.
Fucking
reboot
Mad
that
Max
bitch.
guy did it.
That what guy?
Mad Max guy.
Mad Max.
Oh
guy.
yeah, George Miller.
Does
That's
that
so
count
true.
as a sequel?
No, that's like
I
a
don't
reboot.
know.
That's the way I feel about it.
Is it?
It is.
And I feel like that's what he could do with Starship Troopers. It's like
Okay.
fucking Paul Verhoeven could reboot that. Go Fury Road on it.
In more sequel news, George Miller said that if all goes well, there
Oh,
will be
they're
2
doing the
more
second one,
sequels
yeah.
Whoa,
to
two
Fury
more.
Road. Yeah,
I remember when he
he's
was
got.
like,
that, I
if
feel
he
like
on
he's
just
got
one.
that shit all mapped out.
Wow.
Yeah, because I think if they weren't going to go that route, I think he's got some like graphic novel tie-ins or something to do with it because he
Nerd.
wants to continue the story. But
Fucking
What a-
dork.
I don't know how they wouldn't immediately just be like, "Hey, take all this fucking money and go," because
Yeah.
It did
was
very well. I
So
don't
successful.
know.
To be nominated for Best Picture, like what?
Yeah, for
Yeah.
a fucking action movie.
Yeah, I mean
Fucking
that's
Mad
fucking.
Max.
I don't
Dystopian.
exactly agree with how the Oscars usually nominate top 10, but that was still a surprising critically.
That was
praised
like the
movie.
only nominee that I've ever agreed with in that Oscars. So
ever. That's not true.
I don't like the Oscars. Kylo.
You love The Social Network, and you're rooting for that the entire time.
Yeah, and guess what didn't win Best
Well,
Picture?
okay. I mean, I feel you on that, but is he? I'm starting to see if George Miller is working on anything right now. That's nope. Tentative title for the new Mad Max is Mad Max: The Wasteland,
Ooh.
which is that's a cool title.
That's like an okay title. I feel like that's just like
I
too
think
basic.
it's super generic.
Yeah, it's just
Oh.
like
It sounds like what the video game would be called.
Wow, that is right on the nose. That is so true.
yeah, it's what the
Speaking of which, the Mad Max video game I heard was pretty good. I haven't tried it out though.
Oh, is it really one?
Yeah, there's like it's like got the kind of combat that's in the Batman games where you just punch a lot,
right.
but you can drive around, and apparently the driving combat's really fun.
Damn, I didn't know this.
It's like an open world game.
I don't play video games though.
I try to sometimes. I just lose interest.
I like to look them up and read about them, but it's like, man, when the rubber meets the road, and I'm getting home, and I'm like, man, I can't wait to play video game. I get
When
home and
the
I just
rubber-
like,
Yeah,
meets the
I'm
road.
glad you pointed
Who
that out.
the
'cause
fuck
what-
are you?
Yeah,
you work
what
at a
was that?
bank and you play video
Are
games.
you
and
currently
watch YouTube.
writing a novel that we don't know
Yeah,
about? Like what the fuck?
Are you also a trucker? Like what the fuck? You can't just
Did you
say
read that on
shit.
a bumper sticker?
You can't say that shit, dude.
well, when I get home and I'm done for the day, and I'm ready to play some games, I
Thank
just end
you.
up not doing it.
I'm just
Yeah.
watching YouTube.
Yeah, and I just watch YouTube or
I told my students I
Do
don't play
nothing.
video games. Like, well, what do you do? I'm just
I mean, for real, what do you do?
I mean, I just replace what
just
they would
dance.
spend. Yeah, there you go.
You
I
dance.
just dance, and Just Dance 2.
Those are good games.
They are, dude.
Remember when we used to play those?
Yeah, I thought I was gonna die.
You think dancing's gonna play a part in our
You
next
did.
movie we
You
watch?
did. You were always like out of breath and like fucking literally about to
But
die.
like the
on
one
death's
time I
door.
beat Jessica was like one of the greatest things that ever happened to me in my
Yeah.
life. So
We used
you
to
know.
play a lot of it's surprising how many video games we played when we were completely fucked up out of our minds.
Yeah, that's the most fun.
They were all like we weren't playing like.
And
you
it's
know,
never like we would just sit there with joystick. Yeah, it's like it was always like an active
yeah,
game.
yeah,
Like,
it was
yeah,
always
yeah.
like
What are we
Wii
doing?
or something like that. Like you can't be playing like Final Fantasy
no,
when you're all fucked up.
It's the only time that sounds like a good idea is under the influence.
But yeah, that's fun. That's fun. Should we? You want to talk about Starship Troopers 3 and if you liked it?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Which kind of thumb do you want to give
I
it?
think
Kyle?
mine would be facing downward.
Yeah,
Downward
yeah,
facing
yeah.
thumb.
Downward thumb.
Yeah.
I could feel that. Mike, what do you think?
I'm gonna be giving this a thumbs up.
Jesus, dude, are you just saying that because you know that both of us are going to give it a thumbs down and you don't think it deserves all thumbs down?
No, because I've done that before with you guys. We've
I know.
all thumbs down movies before that have really deserved it. But I liked this more the second time through. A lot of the qualities that I like in the first one are actually present. It's just that it just has to drop the fucking God subplot that's handled so poorly, or work it in a different way. And I like it more than I hate it. Like,
Dave?
there's a lot that I don't care about, but I like it more than I hate it.
It's going to be a thumbs down for me.
I feel you.
It's just it's too sci-fi channel movie. It doesn't feel like a real movie to me. I know that sounds ridiculous for me to say, like, because like you can just make a movie and that's a real movie no matter what. But like it just
like
doesn't
Firework.
feel like fuck you, dude. fuck you, you son of a bitch. It could have looked like a real movie.
Okay.
Fucking amateur.
Could have like good actors in it.
Oh shit!
Talking about Jordan though,
I
not
didn't
you.
even say anything.
Yeah, that's funny. It's funny that we can almost
No.
insult the entire crew right now.
That's so true.
That's a good joke.
Check out Firework. You'll never see it. You can't. It's never gonna get released. I'm gonna fucking bury it.
No, you're not.
It's on Vimeo. The password's Firework, isn't it?
No, it's
Oh.
not.
I forgot what the password was.
I'm just gonna cut it out. If you just like, why would you even say it?
Firework.
That's also not the password.
Yeah.
Like
What
you can
was
keep
it?
saying that.
Like, I'm trying to remember what it was.
It's irrelevant at this point because even
Was
if
it
you
like
say
Flare? I can't
it,
remember.
yes, it's Flare.
If I remember correctly, it's Back for More.
Bye.